Certainly. Here's YouTube article on the Lamborghini Revuelto new 2025 written dramatically, without mentioning handling conditions, and perfect for an automotive storytelling channel like AutoWorld. Lamborghini Revuelto 2025, the first raging bull of a new era. The road has always been Lamborghini's battleground. But now, the battlefield has changed. The world is electrifying, the engines are going silent, and the roar of yesterday faces extinction. Yet, from the heart of Sant'Agata Bolognese, one name refuses to go quietly. This is the Lamborghini Revuelto, the 2025 hybrid V12 monster that doesn't just carry the torch of the V12 legacy. It reinvents it. Welcome to the new age of thunder. The legacy before the storm. Before we step into the future, we must honor the past. Lamborghini has always built emotion into metal. The Miura, the Countach, the Diablo, the Murcielago, the Aventador, each a masterpiece, each a monster. But with global emissions tightening and the world turning to electrification, the V12 was being hunted. The regulators wanted it gone. The markets wanted it cleaner. So, what did Lamborghini do? They didn't surrender. They evolved. They didn't kill the V12. They charged it with electricity, and gave birth to a hybrid so brutal, so futuristic, it makes yesterday's supercars look like relics. A name forged in fire, Revuelto. Revuelto isn't just a name, it's a declaration. In Spanish, it means scrambled, or unruly, a fitting title for a machine that tears apart convention. Like the bulls it's named after, the Revuelto is wild, defiant, uncontrollable, yet deeply intelligent. It doesn't whisper progress, it screams it. This isn't just Lamborghini's next chapter. This is their manifesto. The V12 lives, and it's not alone. At the center of the Revuelto lies the last of a dying breed, a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine, now pushing out a staggering 814 horsepower on its own. But this time, it's not alone. 3 electric motors, 2 on the front axle and 1 in the transmission, combine with the engine to deliver a mind-blowing 1001 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right, 1001 horsepower, from a plug-in hybrid Lamborghini. It's called a high-performance electrified vehicle HPEV, but don't let the acronym fool you. This isn't about being polite. This is about unleashing a new kind of chaos. A symphony of technology and fury. The Revuelto isn't just about raw numbers. It's about architecture. At its core is an entirely new carbon fiber monocoque chassis, 10% lighter and 25% stiffer than the Aventador's. The transmission, an 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox, positioned transversely behind the engine, a first in Lamborghini's history. And sandwiched between all that carbon and fury, a 3.8 kWh lithium-ion battery, small in size but potent in delivery. It can run the car in full electric mode, quietly. But let's be honest, nobody buys a Lamborghini to be quiet. Electrification without compromise. The Revuelto isn't about saving fuel. It's about rewriting power. Those 3 electric motors don't just assist, they transform the car into something that defies logic. The front axle's dual motors allow torque vectoring and razor-sharp control, while the third motor fills in every microsecond of throttle response. It's not hybrid for efficiency. It's hybrid for domination. And while the world tiptoes into electrification, Lamborghini leaps, screaming into the future with a carbon composite spear in one hand and a charging cable in the other. Exterior. Angles from another galaxy. Look at the Revuelto, and your breath catches. It's not a car. It's a stealth fighter on wheels. A moving piece of science fiction made real. Y-shaped LED headlights pierce forward like alien eyes. Gigantic side intakes suck in air with ferocity. The roofline cuts like a blade, slicing through the wind with no apology. And the rear, a visual explosion of heat, metal, and raw emotion. Twin hexagonal exhausts scream from between razor-sharp tail lights, and they don't look like pipes. They look like launchers. Nothing on the Revuelto is gentle. Everything is aggression made beautiful. Interior. The jet cockpit reimagined. Climb inside, and you're not entering a cabin, you're entering a spaceship. The fighter jet inspiration is unmistakable. Toggle switches. Exposed structural elements. A start button hidden under a red flip-up guard. But it's not just theater, it's function. The digital display includes 3 screens. A driver display, a central infotainment system, and a slim passenger screen that keeps everyone in the loop. Even the dashboard has Y-shaped visual elements, the future sculpted in carbon and Alcantara. And then there's the seating position, low, wide, commanding. You don't sit in the Revuelto. You pilot it. Customization beyond imagination. The Revuelto isn't just powerful. It's personal. With over 400 colors available, a mind-blowing variety of interior combinations, and countless options for materials, textures, and finishes, every Revuelto is a bespoke beast. Want orange carbon fiber with blue contrast stitching and matte gold wheels? Done. Want your initials laser etched into the engine bay? Absolutely. In this car, you don't blend in, you declare yourself. Performance that breaks barriers. Let's talk numbers. 0 to 100 km per hour, 0-62 miles per hour, 2.5 seconds. 0 to 200 km per hour, 0-124 miles per hour, under 7 seconds. Top speed. 350 km per hour, 217 miles per hour. This is not just fast. This is warp speed level insanity, from a plug-in hybrid. Let that sink in. But the numbers tell only half the story. Because what matters more is what this car represents. The Revuelto is proof that electrification isn't the end of excitement. It's the evolution of emotion. It's the beginning of a new breed of supercar, not soft, not silent, but electrified and amplified. Technology that thinks ahead. Lamborghini didn't just bolt batteries to a V12. They engineered intelligence into the soul of the Revuelto. It learns. It adapts. It optimizes. The car constantly manages power flow between the engine, motors, and battery, ensuring that you always have maximum performance on tap, whether you're launching from a standstill or tearing down a straight. Even the aerodynamics are active. Flaps, vents, and wings shift in real time, adjusting downforce and drag in milliseconds. It's not a car, it's a machine that thinks, and then reacts with violent precision. The sound of tomorrow. There's something sacred about the sound of a Lamborghini V12. That banshee wail. That primal scream. So, when electrification entered the chat, the fear was silence. But not here. The Revuelto's V12 still sings, clearer, louder, and more savage than ever. And when paired with the whisper of electric torque, the result is a new kind of orchestra. Not muted, mutated. A future where fury meets finesse. Built for a new generation. This isn't your father's Lamborghini. The Revuelto isn't just about power and design, it's about connecting to a new world. Smartphone integration, real-time telemetry, over-the-air updates, a digital interface that bridges the car and your digital life. This is a Lamborghini for a generation raised on speed, screens, and software. It's still brutal, it's still raw, but now, it's plugged in, to the road and to the future. The dawn of a new age. The Revuelto is more than a successor to the Aventador. It's a revolution wrapped in carbon and fire. It proves that tradition and technology don't have to clash, they can coexist. It proves that the V12 still has a place, not in a museum, but on the bleeding edge. And it proves that Lamborghini isn't afraid to take risks, not just to survive, but to lead. Conclusion. A new raging bull is born. In the end, the Revuelto is not just a new Lamborghini. It's a new kind of Lamborghini. A car that fuses past and future. A car that honors the V12 but invites electricity to the party. A car that doesn't fear change, it commands it. The roads ahead are uncertain. But one thing is clear. The bull still charges. It just runs on volts and vengeance now. Welcome to 2025. Welcome to Revuelto. The legend continues, but now, it hums with the pulse of tomorrow. Would you like a cinematic intro script or a voiceover sample next to match your YouTube visuals?